how's it going? My name is D'Angelo, aka Dark Max from the Geek Lyfe, and I'm here today with Riss, aka Beach Girl Photography / cosplay. So, how are you doing?
I'm great!
Awesome.
Having fun, relaxing after Comicon.
Nice!
During Comicon.
So, Riss is a fantastic woman who does not only cosplay but also photography. But I gotta ask, which of the two do you feel that you prefer more?
That is so hard and not a fair question. I mean, it's like, I've been doing photography for longer. I've been doing it professionally for over 5 years and cosplay about the same time.
Yeah.
So I kind of started doing them at the same time, but taking cosplay more seriously only as in recent years.
Yeah.
I guess photography is my main love.
Okay, yeah.
But because it's what I do. Like, that is always going to be a part of me. But ever since I've started cosplaying, it's been something that, like, won't go away. Will always be a part of me as well. So photography a little bit more, but I still love cosplaying. They're both just passions. Like, you know, you love something when you like see a character and you're like, I want to cosplay that. I need to cosplay that. And then like, I want to photograph that. I want to do that. So I know I love both of them just as much.
Good.
too.
So this is a double question. What is your origin story for becoming a photographer? Was it something you always enjoyed or like got introduced to, or did you just fall in love with it on your own?
So when I was tiny, like not that much smaller than I am now, when I was really little, my mom used to give me disposable film cameras to keep me busy because she didn't want to deal with me. And so I would take a bunch of photos with the disposable film cameras. She'd let me like take them to the store, and I'd always develop them. And like over the years, like we would get new cameras, like just regular cameras, and like for some reason I would set up like different things in my room and take photos of me and my guitars with like really bad outfits and glasses. So like it was like something that I just enjoyed doing. And then in high school, when I discovered that it was like a class that you could take, I was like, wait, you can do this like, as a thing? So it was cool. And then I started with film first. My very first SLR camera was a film camera. I learned how to print in the darkroom, make my own pictures. So like film was like my first love. It kind of shows in my photography too. I have a lot of softer, different Fuji and Kodak tones I use in a lot of my photos. And it developed into this thing when I got my first DSLR camera. And I started out from film. Nice.
And the question I always ask photographers, that might split your fan base, but are you Team Nikon or Team Canon?
Oh my god. So I've used both. I use Canon personally. I personally use Canon. I like Canon. Nikon's fun. I've used Nikon. Nikon has beautiful cameras. I use Canon though. But just to throw it out there, Sonys are super cool too. They're just really expensive.
Right on.
So they're expensive.
So out of your entire either cosplay, or actually what are your cosplay origins, sorry?
I went to Comicon in 2010 for the first time on a Sunday. I saw all these people cosplaying, and I was like, I had no idea people did this. I would like, when I was really young, I used to buy figures on eBay, and cosplays would come up of those figures, of those characters, and so I always like wanted to do it. I went to Anizona, like in like 2008.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Like forever ago, once, and then like I wanted to do it, and then like finally after my first year at Comicon, I was like, I'm gonna make a cosplay, and so the second year I ever went to Comicon, which was 2011, I made my own costume, and ever since then, it was no one knows this anime. It's a Himari from the Waru Penguin drum.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's like it's the same guy who directed Sailor Moon. He made Revolutionary Girl Utena, and then he made Yuri Kuma. So he's really cool. Like, it's a kind of low-key anime, but it's like one of the most beautiful, like best storytelling animes ever.
Nice. That's really cool. So out of your entire photography career, what is one of your favorite moments?
That's so hard. Something really cool that happened recently. I literally cried 2 years ago when I couldn't go to Anime Expo and see Teddy Lloyd.
Oh, really?
I was really sad. Like, all my friends went, were having fun, and I was really upset because I love Teddy Lloyd. And then at TaiyuCon this year in January, I was the photographer for TaiyuCon, and they were like, you need to meet Teddy Lloyd and his manager to know him and like meet all these guests. And so I got to like hang out with Teddy Lloyd, and I took all of his photos at the Taiyu concert, and I was like, well, that's cool.
Right? Yeah.
So that was really cool.
Nice.
Like, getting like little things like that. In general too, though, I just love like my favorite moments as a whole. Is seeing people smile from the pictures. I get a lot of girls, especially like I never thought like I could be beautiful and like I can't take photos and like I can't pose, and then they really like their photos.
And it's so gorgeous. Yeah.
Really,
That's
really
awesome.
awesome, fun feeling.
Nice. And what about cosplay?
Probably something. Something just happened. I was like, I haven't been cosplaying too much, but literally when I was walking down here, this is just my Snot Girl wig. I'm not like dressed as Snot Girl, but I was like over here, and a girl was like, "Oh my God, can I take your picture? Oh my God!" And I was like, "I'm not actually dressed as Lottie. I don't care. It's perfect. It's perfect. Let me take your photo." And I was like, "Okay."
Nice. See?
So yeah, like I mean, just people getting excited about characters in general is really cool. Like getting to interact with other fan bases. Like a complete stranger could be wearing the same character from another costume, like another series. And we bond and like become best friends. So that's really cool.
I met a lot of people, like literally everyone that I've met at this con was pretty much from cosplay community.
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
Really cool.
That's cool. Connecting to cosplay.
And on the flip side, what is one of your worst moments that you've had as a photographer? Now, it can either be like a small mishap that's just like was quirky, or like an actual like heart-wrenching moment that you actually really just did not enjoy.
I was once. This doesn't really relate to like when I was cosplay, like doing cosplay photography, but I was taking photos at a concert, a local concert here at the Trunk Space, and it was like a big show. It was in the huge Grace Hall Hope, and I had my 50 millimeter on my camera. I was taking it off of my camera, and it just fell apart.
God.
So like the ring, the like back attachment to it, everything just like fell into pieces, and I was like, okay, that lens is done with. I was just sad because I had to buy another lens, but it was just because it had dropped at another point in time. I'd broken it, fixed it, and then it just fell apart.
Finally,
I was expecting it, but the whole like it was like my someone was with me and they like saw my face and just like so it was like sad because I knew it was coming, but funny too.
And what about cosplay?
There was one time when I was cosplaying Asuka at Comicon. And my friend had like put her hand on my shoulder real quick and she yanked my wig off. So we were like walking through the hallway, got it, and like I was like de-wigged in the middle of the vendor hall, and I was just like so that was really funny though, but no one wants to see that. But at least we all have seen like wigless people. So it's better when it happens here as opposed to when like I wear wigs at work sometimes. If it happened at work, I'd be mortified. But here it's kind of funny.
Nice. So what is a geeky influence that you had when you were younger? Would it be anime or comic books or novels?
So my brother is 15 years older than me, so he's much older. And him and I started watching Cowboy Bebop and Trigun, Inuyasha, and then we started watching all the Ghibli movies together. So my dad bought me Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service. I have Kiki's Delivery Service on VHS still. So I like my dad and my brother kind of like raised me on anime. Like that was what I did. And then my dad used to let me order figures from eBay.
Oh, really?
So I had all these, like, instead of Barbie dolls, I had anime figures. And I was like 5 up until I was like 13. I like used to play figures. Like,
oh, really?
I would like have scenarios with them and stuff, like making my own episodes. So there's that. And then I started actually collecting nice figures.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anime for sure.
Right on. Cool. And a couple geek questions. So, for those that might not know, a one true pair is two people from they're from other fictional universes that aren't really together, but then you put them together. So my question to you is, what is your ultimate one true pair? OTP.
It's really, really lame. Like I could say ones, but I could like talk about Memoir of Penguin Drum, but people would be like, what? But Usagi and Mamoru from Sailor Moon.
Right on.
So those are my like all-time. Those are the babes.
I feel like it's a lot of it's a lot of ours.
A lot of everybody's. Well, they're just like, that was my like example as a couple when I was younger. So definitely those two.
Really cool.
That one's really stereotypical, but it's okay.
It's all good. The last person we interviewed actually said that they took their own like fan fiction, and then that's their own like So it was really cool. If you could bring anyone from any universe to this world to be your best friend, who would you want it to be?
That is so hard. Off the top of my head, I like so much anime, man. It's so hard. I can't bring Mamoru because then Jackson would get upset. I would replace it. Not really. Maybe I'm trying to think of like a really fun. Maybe Scott Pilgrim from the Scott Pilgrim graphic novels. Yeah. I have a friend who's like really similar to him in real life, who actually plays bass and like guitar and stuff. So it's kind of like I have a buddy of him in general, but like just hanging out with Scott would be super cool. Both can play bass guitar together.
Nice.
I think that'd be fun.
Right on. And a lot of times with creative people, they encounter just creative blocks, whether it's writer's block or I'm sure photography block or even cosplay block. What do you do to actually overcome that?
So a lot of the times, like when you do photo shoots with people, you go on location somewhere, whether you've been there or not, as a photographer, you're always kind of constantly analyzing everything around you. Yeah. So my best advice to it is kind of just always keeping your eyes open, keeping your mind open to like thinking. It's like always like a process of like thinking, staying on your toes, like what can I do with that wall right over there? Yeah. What can I do with this light coming through there? Like it's always just kind of staying on top of things, just thinking creative ways, like literally like pointing out an area and being like, basically just kind of shedding like your shell of going like above and beyond. Just pushing yourself, like to think about what you can do to be more creative.
Right on.
Which is really hard, but a lot of it is me walking around, me just like trying to think about things from different perspectives and whatnot. So
nice.
Keep the gears grinding. Drink lots of caffeine.
Oh yes. And what advice do you have to aspiring photographers?
Oh, so much.
Now, a lot of people do say that like don't give up on your dreams, but I was wondering if you could go a step further than that, whether professionally or creatively.
Honestly, my biggest thing, because a lot of people think that I need this $1,000 camera, I need this $2,000 lens, I need all of this light equipment. I started with a film camera. I took photos at Comicon with a film camera. Like, you start from the basics. If you have the eye for it, you can do it. It really translates in your equipment. You can take a beautiful photo with a disposable film camera, you know? So practice, take photos. You can always learn, by reading, but I think the best way to practice is to just go out, take photos of your friends, take your camera with you everywhere, and then don't worry about the equipment so much. Like, worry about it in the end, once you've got it, once you're comfortable. Also, like, and if you want to get equipment, there's lots of generic brands that are really great. Just do your research. That's kind of like the best advice that I do have for people. Like, it's not about the equipment all the time, So believe in yourself, keep practicing, keep doing it.
Nice. And where can we find you online?
So I have my website. It's peachgirlphotography.com. I have the Facebook, which is Peach Girl Photography. And then my Instagram, which is Peach Girl Photo. And then I have my cosplay page for Peach Girl. I have been really bad at being active on it.
Still, it's amazing. It's good stuff.
But it's there too. It's just Peach Girl.
Right on. All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
I like it.